Love, peace, light, and blessings, soul family. Welcome back to the channel. I was not going to record because this is pretty sacred to me, my family, and my lineage. But where I'm currently standing is the first graves that my grandmother's lineage stepped foot on this island. The very first Ridore that came to Haiti was a white man. He didn't come to enslave us. He came to help us fight. And over there is the Baon of the Ridore lineage. And as you can see, me, my mom, my aunt, my grandmother, and my cousin have came to the Baon first before we go do anything else. Grandma, who's the oldest person here?
Oh, I have the thing.
Gabriel Ridore.
Actually, you know what? Let's call out their name.
And when was he born, Grandma?
Oh, it's written somewhere. In
17.
I have it. 1785.
1785, guys. You know that the Haitian Revolution was 1804. So these people that are buried here, they're warriors.
Came to fight.
Yeah.
With Pétion.
With Pétion.
Yeah.
So
and,
these people.
Never went back.
He
was light color. I don't know if he was French. If he was in the French army, I don't know where
he was very light skinned.
Because we have people from Poland. They stay here for a long time until now. You know,
so these are my most ancient unknown ancestors. When you talk about the unknown ancestors, those are the ones that have lived a long time ago.
1700, 1800.
The 1700s, the 1800s, and right now we're pretty much deciding whether or not, well, how we're going to keep their, graves very, very beautiful, maybe come paint. And I wanted to show you guys when a child dies, the tomb is a little smaller. That is a child that's buried right there. The Baon is over there where you see them praying in this very now moment, asking for continued protection, continued grace. Your ancestors are intercessors. When we talk about Bon Dieu is God. Bon Dieu is the creator of all things. But Bon Dieu is a very, very big energy because Bon Dieu didn't just create Earth. It created the universe, the omniverse, the multiverse. So we have intercessors, such as our lineage intercessors, our angels, our spirit guides. These are my unknown ancestors. I have such a calm and a peace over me right now. Soul family, so this is this kind of spiritual moment for me. Like I said, I was not going to record this, but I wanted to show you guys. Gabriel Ridore came in the 1700s to help the slaves fight the French. He came from France. This is where my mulatto DNA began. And a lot of us have mixed DNA because of slavery, because of things of that nature. So when you step foot, you always want to go to the Baon or the Baon nest. That's the very first person that's buried in any cemetery. You give them, or they give you permission to go speak to everybody else here. So we got 1700 ancestors, 1800 ancestors. And when I go up to my other mausoleum, I'll show you the 1900 ancestors with the new Baon nest, which is my Tati Carmelite. And if you guys been following me for a while, the 2000 deaths, my grandfather is the Baon. And he started a new mausoleum. My roots right here, or a piece of my roots. Right here, and yes, we are in the middle of La Vallée Jacmel. This is all Ridore land. Although we have not built and cultivated, it has a lot to do with the fact that it's hard to get down here. Grandma almost didn't even come down because it's not safe, without the necessary roads and transportation. But Spirit and her ancestors got her right down here with us. And what we're currently doing is grabbing leaves from our land here. If you see Grandma, she's grabbing Let me see your hand, Grammy. Grammy has a bunch of leaves, and she's going to bathe my mother in the yard of her father's house, which is up there. So this cemetery is in the back of my great-grandfather's house, way down though. So it took us a minute to get here, but this is where this particular cemetery is located. These are my grandmother's ancestors. I went to go visit my grandfather's side 2 days ago. I did not feel inclined to record that because I did an introduction. A lot of those unknown ancestors they didn't know me. So I didn't feel inclined to record that. Maybe next time I come, you guys will be able to see those older ancestors of mine on my side-by-side versus my Redoris side. If y'all see me plucking bugs, it's because I'm in the woods, okay? But Grandma's getting leaves together from her family's yard to bathe my mother and my little cousin. This bath is going to be symbolic as a protection, symbolic for continued grace. This is our matriarch. And like I told you guys, all your power and all your pain lies in the womb of the matriarchs of your family. When we're healing the women that have come before us, because we all come from womb man. So with the power invested in our matriarch, she's going to bathe my mom. I will not be getting a bath from Grandma. If anything, I want Grandma to give me a lave tip where she washes my head. And I'll be recording that for you guys too. We'll be doing that at the river, which is up there by our land. And when you wash your head, you open your consciousness or your third eye up to what spirit has to say. You're opening your wisdom and your Akashic records up to what your ancestors have lived and seen, and it allows you to continue to cultivate and protect your head at the same time. Because where we come from, when you have people like me, my grandmother swears I'm the chosen one. I don't know. People like me get preyed upon. People like my aunt as well. Because what's in our head comes natural. It comes from the Guinea. What's the Guinea? The Guinea is your natural ancestors. The people that you know you come from. The people you can trace back. Just like right here. That's my mom, guys. These are the Guinea ancestors. And when you have the natural gift, some people will hate you for it for no reason. So what they do, they go out and they buy it. And then now they have debts to pay. They have to work with Jab, which is demons. We call demons in Haiti Jab. They don't work with the saints, which is the Loi. You know, the God created the saints. They don't work with them. They have no real anointing, and they will hate you for it. So when Grandma gives me my lave tit, it's going to eliminate all of the people, or at least I won't feel the energy of all of the people who just hate me for literally knowing who I am and where I come from. Some people will just hate you, guys. And a lot of y'all are chosen, so I'm here to let you know. The reason why you have that hate up against you is because your gift is natural. Some people don't have it, and they want it so bad. They're so infatuated with it. They want it so bad, and they just don't know how to go about getting it the right way, that they will do things the wrong way. So when you come here, you don't ask them for money. You don't ask them for wealth. You don't ask them for nothing earthly, because the spirit realm is a real realm. And that's not what they care about over there. If you decide to have an ancestor altar for your unknown ancestors, you don't ask them for money. You don't ask them for wealth. Money is a vibration. So your ancestors know that we as human beings deserve to vibe with every vibration, whether it be abundance, whether it be the money vibration. And what they'll do, they'll work on you internally. They'll work on your heart. They'll work on your mind. They'll work on your body, your spirit, to get you in alignment with these vibrations. Because when you begin to work with the job, it's temporary satisfaction. If you were never in alignment, that means that you can't ride the money vibration. So we're currently leaving, and we're going to go to a very sacred tree where we already lit a candle. And this is the Bawan. Everybody was praying at first. This is the baon of this particular cemetery. Ayi bobo. So we're gonna go pick up another balin candle that we had lit up top. I say this to say, you never light your candles and leave them. You watch them burn, okay? Or you take them with you and you burn the rest of it at your house. But when you open the portal to speak, the flame is the soul. That's how you are resonating with the spirit realm. And I always put DNA, whether it be tears, spit, whether it be sweat. I always put my DNA on my candles, so that way they know I'm not an imposter. You know I come from you, and that's why I'm thanking you. That's why I'm respecting you, because I come from you. So as you guys can see, we are currently taking some stuff back home, because this land is very fruitful. So grandma has a handful of stuff that we'll probably be taking back home and cooking and doing all that other good stuff. Tati's been collecting those since we walked down here. My mom is still down there praying, I believe.
That's the okra tree, Jasmine.
Oh, this is okra. That's the okra that they're grabbing right now. So our bags are full of fe, which is leaves, herbs, and things like that that grow fresh from here because it's more powerful. Just wanted to show y'all my mom. And we're grabbing different various fruits and vegetables as we go up as well. Somebody help grandma get back up the hill. Actually, I'm gonna help grandma, guys, so stay tuned. I'll pick back up. So guys, while we're taking a break, taking a lunch break. Give me a second. I wanted to go ahead and explain to you guys one of the most ignorant things that is prevalent amongst this plane of existence. Do you do voodoo? That's the equivalent of me asking, do you do Christianity? Do you do Catholicism? Do you do Judaism? Do you do Islam? Voodoo is a monotheistic religion, guys. It's an ancient monotheistic religion. So I wanted to highlight the level of ignorance that people have when it comes to that statement itself. And it has a lot to do with the fear that's been implemented around the religion itself. Do you do voodoo is null and void. You cannot do voodoo. I will do another video to explain the difference between witchcraft, roots work, juju, and spell work, guys. And I don't want to use up this vlog for it, but expect that to come next. I wanted to take the opportunity to tell you guys that you cannot do voodoo. If somebody says that, they are ignorant, meaning that ignorance is bliss. They have a lack thereof knowledge and they don't want to seek the right information. So if you guys were wondering, Jazz, do you do voodoo? The only rebuttal that I have is, do you do Christianity? Do you do Catholicism? Do you do Judaism? Do you do Islam? And it don't sound right when you say it like that. So you have to ultimately put some respect on the monotheistic religion of Voodoo itself to be able to understand that this is a monotheistic religion. You have polytheistic religions where people actually believe in multiple gods and things of that nature. But the white man called the Orishas, the Loa, gods. We never consider them gods. The Loa and the Orishas are forces of nature, guys. The white supremacists and white patriarchy, because it's been proven that these energies are so powerful, they deem them to be gods and goddesses. Because back in the day, these Loa and Orishas was whooping ass for the slaves, y'all. So because their god, the white man's god, could not fight the forces of nature that black people were naturally in tune with, they called our Loa and they called our Orishas gods. When we, within the Voodoo practice, understand that these are just forces of nature, or an equivalent would be saints. So, taking a little lunch break, Grandma got tired. When we get to Great Grandpa's house, I'm gonna pick back up. Okay, so family. So, this is not new to some of you guys on the channel, but this is another one of my family lineages, mausoleums. We just came from the 1700, 1800 era. Tate Carmelite, Baroness. I'm saluting the Baroness. There's a female buried here first. And if this is not your first time seeing it, cool. But some of you guys, this is your first time. I believe the oldest person, Tati, who's the oldest person buried here? So born in
94 years old is the oldest.
He was 94 years old. And I think he was born, oh, yes, 1928. There we go. 1928. I had to read, guys. So this is one side of the Ridore Mausoleum. And I believe Tati Carmelita Bawoness sitting pretty up there like the queen she is, honey. And I told y'all my family likes to manifest in butterflies. And we got two beautiful butterflies that just flew around me. I gotta come do some upkeeping here, some sweeping here, some cleaning here. It's a form of respect just to upkeep their lineage and things of that nature. I gotta peek back here first. Okay, cool. Oh, so nobody is back here like I figured. They redid it. It used to be people on both sides. They put everybody on one side now. So this is my mom giving her respects. Madame Leme. That's great grandma. Where's great grandpa?
This is grandpa.
Okay.
This is my grandmother.
Madame Leme. That's Lucy, guys. Remember when I used to channel Lucy? That's her.
This is my Uncle Martin. He's the latest one.
Yeah, Uncle Martin. He passed away over in the United States, actually. And we shipped his body back home.
See, that's my Uncle Wowo's
Mother.
Yeah. So they are
Side by
not enemies. They're not friends.
They
Because
not-
they both had a child.
They both had a
this one
child
right
by
here.
him.
So she got mad that they buried her here.
Trust me, the afterlife is different, Mommy.
So
They'll
guess
be
what?
okay.
No. Guess what?
What?
Well, she made my Tati paid for making the decision to put her next to it.
Really?
Yeah, she came to her. Well, she beat her ass.
She beat her in the sleep. So my mom was saying that's my grandpa right there, but both of the women that he had children with, my great grandma and another one of my uncle's mothers, are buried side by side. And my aunt she made the decision and she paid for it. She got her whooped in the spirit realm in her dreams.
Grandma came to her dream and beat her.
So until next time, guys, love, peace, light, and blessings. Grammy, that's the part that gets me sick. What's the name of it?
Congo.
Pois Congo. Pigeon peas, y'all. When it grows from this land, it has so much nutrients and vitamins and minerals. Look at Grandma getting some. It has so much nutrients, vitamins, and minerals that when I get here and I eat it, I throw up. I got diarrhea. Like literally, it's a natural detox. Literally. So we still walking back up this terrain, headed to great grandpa's house. I can actually see it. Got it? Got her, Tati? Gotta be careful. You gotta have some muscles to walk up this terrain too, y'all. No games. This woman got some strong legs, okay? This is an old turkey coop that my great-grandfather used to have. It's empty. It ain't no turkeys. Whew. We're almost at great-grandpa's house. Somebody's here?
Yeah.
Who up there, Taffy?
Somebody, Uncle's gonna fix the house, so
Oh, okay.
bringing material.
Bringing all the material. So I'm getting ready to show you guys the house that my grandmother grew up in. All of her brothers and sisters were born and grew up in. This one and my uncle were born in. And what my grandmother and her brother are getting ready to do as a form of respect to upkeep the land in the house, they're going to redo it. So I'm actually blessed to get this on camera before that happens, because I would love to always remember how it looked originally. It's going to look more modern and innovative once they knock it down and redo it. Unfortunately, we don't have the key to get inside, so I have to describe to you guys. This is a 2-room house, not a 2-bedroom and a living room and a dining room. Oh, you have the key?
Yeah, we have to fix it.
Oh, Miss Sunny. I haven't been in here so long, guys, so we might be able to see what's going on the inside. This is my great-grandfather's house. This is where all of these beautiful ancestors of mine came from. And he just opened the door. I have not been in there in forever. I'm so excited. Let's go check. I know the roots of that tree. I feel like all of those trees are special for some reason when they look like that. Oh, got it. Here come the butterflies. Here come the ancestors. For some reason in our family, our ancestors love to manifest as butterflies, y'all. This is Tonton Boot. Last time I tried to get it on camera, my aunt's phone got stolen. I'm not going to show you guys Tonton Boot, but this is my habitation. Dambala lives here right in front of my great-grandfather's house. Dambala is the spirit that I've inherited from my matriarch side. Once again, these are forces of nature or saints, if that's easier for you to understand. God created these energies to be utilized for our benefit. And I don't believe he wants me to show you guys, but Tonton Boot lives under this rock here, right in front of my great-grandfather's house. This is the house that all of these people were born in. This is the kitchen, guys. So in Haiti, the kitchens are not inside. We have outhouses. My great-grandmother used to throw down in there. That's the kitchen right there. And she used to go back and forth from here to here. She used to go back and forth from this door, carrying the food from in the house. Yeah, carrying the food from in the house to the kitchen right here, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Oh my God, Tati, it doesn't even look the same. Yeah, this used to be the living room, guys. The 2-room house. My great-grandmother, no hospital, no epidural, okay? All natural birth with her little midwife in this 2-room house gave birth to my grandmother. And you guys see why we clearly are going to redo the house, because after a while, you know, things start to get older. And this is the 2 rooms that grew my ancestry from the ground up. 2 rooms. They didn't need a bunch of riches and diamonds and money. No, they just needed love and family, respect, and God, honey. That's it. Come in.
You see how we used to close the door back in the days? This is our locks.
That's the locks back in the day.
Lock system.
That's how we used to stay protected back in the day.
That's it.
That's all we had. But then again, everybody in the village knows each other. Wow.
It's been here forever.
I know.
This is like
ancient. Everybody in the village knows each other, though. That's the thing. Where I come from, we have good people. If something happened to us here, trust me, the word would get around so fast and the village would turn on the enemy before you even have to do anything, because everybody here knows each other, loves each other. That is the bathroom back in the day, y'all. That is how the outhouse bathrooms used to look. When I was younger and I used to go visit Grandma in Port-au-Prince, I did use that bathroom before, I'm not going to lie. But now we do have more modern updates and appliances and things of that nature. So you'll notice that at my actual grandmother's house, it's not, we have an inside bathroom now. But that is what majority of the bathrooms look like in Haiti. So this is great grandpa's house. As y'all seen, grandma had a bunch of fée, which is the leaves that she has. She's gonna bring in my cousin, Tota. We had a little situation last night, and we're fierce light workers in Haiti. We have something called lugau, and I'm not gonna go into too much detail on this particular video, but one of them came for him last night. He woke up screaming in his sleep. So we are here to get the guidance from the ancestors, continue the anointing and the protection over the family. Grandma has all of the fée, which is the leaves that she needs to bring in my mama. Mommy? To bring in my mama and my tonton. So tonton, I call him my cousin, but that's actually my grandmother's brother, and he's younger than me. So her father had him at the age of 80-something years old. How is his swimmer still swimming? The land is fruitful, honey. When you eating from this red soil, you don't get sick. None of that stuff. So my great-grandfather was having children in his late 80s. That is his last child right there. So tonton means uncle, but I consider him my cousin because he's younger than me. So as much as I would love to show y'all my habitation, the last time I came to Haiti, my aunt's phone literally got stolen. And I have a strong feeling it's because I put the footage of the habitation in her phone. I want to learn that lesson. Some things are meant to be sacred. This is where Dambala lives, though. This is where the spirit is. I can't walk here without saluting that force of nature. that keeps the protection and the prosperity and the abundance and the anointing over our heads and covering this family. So I will not be recording the bathing process, because that's a little sacred too. But Grandma, my matriarch, is about to go to work. She about to go to work on these children of hers. And like I said, I'm not going to get a bath here at the habitation, but I will be getting the lave-tete between my godmom and my grandmother before I actually come home. So until next time, you guys, thank you for joining me as I visited my most unknown ancient ancestors. We went down there to the Ridore side, and like I said, Gabriel Ridore came during the slave trade when the French were originally invading the island of Hispaniola. This is before the Dominican Republic and Haiti split in half. We had original Taino people here. So Haitian people, the reason why we have warrior spirits is because we are both descendants of slaves, the Dahomey tribe that came from Africa, but we were free motherfuckers before they even came here. You hear me? I just heard them, Butler. I just heard him. We was free before we came here. So that's why we warriors by nature. You know what I'm saying? The Taino people were already on this land before the slaves were brought to Hispaniola. We had civilization, we had culture, we had religion, we had riches. Mind you, Haiti was once the richest country in the Western Hemisphere, Hispaniola. So, until next time, guys, thank you for joining me and my family on our journey to go visit our ancient ancestors. That down there is where my mulatto comes from this one right here. I send y'all love, I send y'all peace, light, and blessings. If I'm guided to record my lave-tete, my grandmother washing my head or my godmother washing my head, I'll definitely share that with you guys. But I hope you guys can respect and understand that certain things cannot be seen. And spirits do not like to be on camera. Some of y'all who are readers, some of y'all who have channels, and y'all be wondering why your live is messing up and your video is messing up. Y'all spirits are powerful. Like Dambala, like Tonton Boot right here at this habitation. He don't like to be on camera. He's powerful. He's a force of nature. Some of y'all have these forces of nature, these lois, these orishas. They're not gods and goddesses, guys. They're forces of nature, assigned by Bon Dieu, God, the creator of all things, the Most High itself. That's why y'all cameras be messing up. Y'all more powerful than y'all know. Send y'all love, peace, light, and blessings. Until next time, soul family. Hopefully I'm guided to record my head being washed. Ashe, Ayibobo, Amun.